Hello my friends and Happy New Year! Today I have something interesting, I think, to take a look at, and this is Head demagnetizer HE-44 from MAXELL. As you see in the bit of rough shape, take a look at this crazy shit happening over here. It's all corroded, so essentially this stupid battery leaked and obviously corroded all those contacts, so I probably have to fix that. Also, if you take a look a bit closer, this bunch of oxides are everywhere. So yeah, this green salts of probably, I don't know what to do, copper, yeah, is everywhere. So it's over here and those capacitors over there. Obviously it's falling down everywhere. So what I have to do is take a look, take this guy open and fix it up and see if it works. The whole contraption consists of shell, which resembles exactly the regular compact cassette shell. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, some electronic components inside, battery, and this is inductor or transformer. We'll take a look closer. So yeah, let's take a look what is inside. I bought it off eBay as non-functional unit, inexpensively, and I would like to get it going to make sure have no issues with magnetized heads. Also, I was always curious how this particular device works. Okay, 6 screws are out and we are in. I think this is better orientation. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, we have 7 transistors. This is some sort of transformer over here. Capacitor, hope this capacitor is okay. Yeah, it's not. No, so this is transformer probably because it has 4 leads coming into it. Electronic components, electronic base here is relatively simple. So what this is supposed to do is supposed to create an electromagnetic field over here by using this transformer, and it's activated by pressing, by activating the, when you try to play, your head comes in here like this and presses on that switch. Your tape deck will raise the playback or playback record head like this and activate the whole thing. Obviously it's not working at the moment because this is busted and battery is busted as well, so I have to carefully clean this up not to mess all this as well. So judging by the first glimpse what I see here, this is supposed to be a simple multi-vibrator or so it's supposed to be simple oscillations circuit, and what this exact circuit does and how it looks like we will take a look in details a bit later. Before I gonna clean it up, put new battery and see if it really works, clean up all this green crud everywhere. So let's do that. Have to make sure. Okay, this transformer is easy to remove. Okay, the whole thing is actually pretty easy to remove. There is nothing on this side, so it's kind of interesting that in order to accommodate those two capacitors, they actually did cutouts in the board. You see cutout over here and cutout over here, which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Okay. And this switch is just powers the whole circuit, so it's just a power switch essentially. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to desolder this electronic components just to make sure there is no this leftover corrosion or the salts are anywhere on a PCB, just to make sure it's not going to continue destroying the PCB. I'll also clean up some of those components because it looks like some of them has the oxides on them. Okay, let me do that quickly. Okay, so I decided to unsolder that electrode from the board nicely. Also, I decided to completely remove it from the cassette body or from the enclosure. Doing this, I'm gonna just warm it up nicely, and because it's acrylic, it's gonna just lift up. Yes. So here we are. Here's how it looks like. It's all corroded, obviously, with heavy deposits of oxides, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's copper or whatever. Yeah, maybe it was nickel plated or chromium plated. Anyways, it's all corroded, so I have to clean this up or try to manufacture something instead. Let's see where I got. First, I'm gonna try putting this into acid in order to dissolve all those salts, clean up. Maybe I will tin it. Depends on whatever material is this. Is it like spring metal or it was copper plated something? Well, let's take a look. I have nothing better of acids than regular household vinegar, and we're gonna just throw it in and see. Well, you probably already see how it bubbles. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean up everything else. Let's put it aside. This is regular 5% household vinegar. So I'm not gonna desolder everything completely. I'm just gonna nicely clean up all this board to make sure there is no anywhere oxidation left behind. For the cleaning, I decided to use this nice soft brush in order to clean up everything nicely. Then I'm gonna clean the brush itself. There is not much going on over here, really. It's all relatively clean. So here we are, after sitting in vinegar or acid for about, like, 5 minutes, it started looking like this. Yeah, it is looking better, but the problem is it started losing its elasticity now. It's like very thin piece of copper or whatever it is, and I'm not even sure if I can keep it longer, but I think what's gonna happen is all gonna be dissolved by acid and end up something very thin, which is pretty much useless as a battery holder. So I decided to manufacture something new. I'm gonna keep it in here. In here, we'll see where it's gonna go, but yeah, I don't have much hopes on it. So instead, I'll take a piece of thicker copper wire and let's manufacture something. I have this screwdriver. I'm gonna use it as a helping tool. I'm gonna just rotate like this. But at this point, a bit longer probably. I know it's gonna be looking much uglier, but hey, it'll be functional. I am pretty sure it will be functional. Alright, then we will make a hole where it's supposed to be over that plastic post. Right. It's gonna go over here. Right, and I'm gonna make a little spot for soldering. Just like so, just like that. Okay, well, let's give it a try. Let's do fitment first. I'm gonna bend it. Maybe those soldering. This is gonna be something to this extent. It is ugly, but that's gonna be functional. Okay, and this terminal gonna be soldered right here, just like this. Okay, let me tin it first, and let's just put it back together. Yeah, I have crickets in my soldering iron. Clearly, you can hear that. Solution, but okay, after poking for a while and properly placing this new battery terminal, actually turned out to be battery sitting actually quite well now. So now I'm planning to put it all together, but before I actually seal it or screw the case back on, let's try to power it up by engaging this transformer. I'm gonna shut down this soldering iron. Engaging this transformer and see if the LED is actually working. It is working. I'm also curious what exactly, or we can actually press this button and be the same. What exactly is doing, and let's give it a try. So let's assemble it and test it. You have to make sure when you put it together that everything's sitting nicely and head is engaging properly. Sorry, the part which is gonna touch the head, this transformer engaging properly. Okay, seems to be working fine. Let's just screw, put all back. Okay, looks like it's all looking good. Looking good. Let's try our LED. Yeah, it engages. Okay, let's give it a try. So in order to test operation of this device, I prepared my newly fixed Sony Walkman. Take a look at this video if you would like to know how did I fix it. And it sort of rotates here, nothing connected to it, there is no speakers. And what? And obviously nothing. So in order to actually understand what's happening, Let me try to record what is actually sent to the head. Let's give it a try. This it has the magnetizer HE-44 from MAXELL in this Sony tape deck. I think I demagnetized it already multiple times. Now I'm gonna record to my sound recorder output of this deck when I press play. Did you just see this spike? Let's try again. So I will overlay the music from the voice recorder or sound recorder on this video, and at the moment I press play, it will play that. Okay, I think my head is very thoroughly demagnetized. So, this is how head demagnetizer performs, and I honestly don't know how to judge how good was the demagnetization, I don't know how else to say, of the heads, if this gonna do anything, if it's gonna gonna sound better or worse. I honestly do not know. It's very hard to actually pick up by ear the differences between when it was demagnetized or wasn't, and when you have to demagnetize versus maybe you don't care about it. So I don't know, but I think this is the cool device from the past, and it's sort of like one additional aspect of that whole cassette kind of an analog thing, and which I kind of like, maybe a little bit missed. So yeah, it's cool to have around. Maybe I need to demagnetize something, I will demagnetize it, right? So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up on this one. So thank you guys for watching, see you next time, and please like and subscribe if you like my videos. Ciao!